Hey everyone! If you're an international student, you know that getting your F1 visa is a huge deal. It can feel, well, a little overwhelming, right? But don't worry. Today, we're going to break it all down for you, nice and simple, step by step.
So maybe you've got that acceptance letter already. Congratulations. Or maybe you're just starting to picture yourself on campus at a university in the US. It's an incredible dream for sure. But you know, that whole dream kind of hangs on getting one really important document.
And, yep, you guessed it, that document is the F1 visa. Think of it like the master key that unlocks your entire U.S. education. And today, we're going to show you exactly how to turn that key. Together. All right, let's dive in.
Okay, so first things first. What exactly is an F1 visa, and why is it pretty much the one you're going to need?
Basically, the F1 is the go-to visa if you're going to be a full-time student in an academic program. Now, this means your school. It could be a big university, a small college, even a language school. It has to be certified by something called the Student and Exchange Visitor Program, or SEVP. The two big takeaways here, full-time and academic.
Now, you might have heard people mention the M1 visa. It's different. The M1 is for vocational stuff, technical programs. But the F1? That's strictly for academic degrees. But here's the real kicker, the most important difference, is the work options. The F1 gives you so much more flexibility with things called CPT and OPT. And trust me, we'll get to what those are in just a bit.
All right, so you've figured out the F1 is the one for you. Awesome. So what's next? Well, we got to make sure you actually qualify. Let's take a look at the main requirements.
Okay, so there are basically 4 big boxes you need to tick. First, you need that acceptance letter from a CVP-certified school. Easy enough. Second, you've got to show you have enough money to support yourself. Third, your English skills need to be up to par. And finally, and listen up because this one is super important for your interview, you have to prove that you plan to go back home after you graduate. This means showing you have strong ties, things like family, property, maybe even a job offer waiting for you.
So once you have checked all those boxes and you know you qualify, it's time to actually do the thing, the application. We've laid it all out in a really simple 5-step path to make it less intimidating.
Think of this as your roadmap. Step 1, your school sends you a document called the Form I-20. That's what kicks everything off. Step 2, you're going to pay 2 different fees online. The SEVIS fee, which is about $350, and then the visa application fee, another $185. Step 3 is filling out the big online application, the DS-160. And all of this gets you ready for the final, biggest step.
And that final step, it's the visa interview. This is where it all comes together. It's your chance to make your case in person to a consular officer. Seriously, being prepared for this is everything. So, what do you actually need to have with you?
Let's make a little checklist. You'll need your passport, of course. You'll need that Form I-20 all signed, and you'll need the confirmation pages and receipts for all those fees you paid. But then there's the really crucial stuff, your supporting documents. We're talking bank statements to prove you can pay for everything, and that proof of ties to your home country, remember? Things like property deeds, family records, or that job offer we mentioned.
All right, let's fast forward. You nailed the interview, you got the visa, amazing. So what now? Let's talk about what life is actually like in the US and the really important stuff you need to do to maintain your legal status.
Okay, keeping your F1 status is actually pretty straightforward, but you have to pay attention to it. The rules are simple. 1, stay enrolled as a full-time student. 2, don't work off campus unless you have official permission. And 3, make sure you tell your school's designated school official, your DSO, anytime you move. Seriously, your DSO is going to be your best friend for anything related to immigration stuff.
So, you get the rules. But let's talk about the fun stuff, the opportunities, because this is where the F1 visa is a total game changer, especially when it comes to getting real-world work experience in the US. First up, you can work on campus. While school is in session, you can usually work up to 20 hours a week right there at your university. It's a fantastic way to earn a little cash and really become part of the campus community.
Now for working off campus. There are 2 big programs to know. The first is CPT. That stands for Curricular Practical Training. Just think of this as an internship or a co-op that's actually part of your degree program, something you do before you graduate. Then there's OPT, or Optional Practical Training. And this is the one everyone gets excited about. It lets you work in your field for up to a whole year after you've graduated.
But wait, it gets even better. If you're studying in a STEM field, science, technology, engineering, or math, you're in for a huge treat. On top of that standard 12 months of OPT, you can often get a 24-month extension. That adds up to 36 months, a full 3 years of work experience in the US after you graduate. That is just a massive, massive advantage.
Okay, we've gone through the whole process. We've talked about the amazing benefits. To wrap things up, let's go over a few pro tips to make sure your journey is a successful one.
My best advice for you is just to be prepared. Start the whole visa thing at least 3 to 6 months before your school starts. Seriously, embassy wait times can get crazy. Go over your financial documents with a fine-tooth comb and actually practice your interview answers out loud. And one last really critical warning. Whatever you do, never ever risk your visa by working off campus without getting official permission first.
And maybe this is the single most important thing to remember. Immigration rules, fees, all that stuff, it can change. It does change. So please, always double-check the latest info on official U.S. government websites, and always stay in touch with your school's DSO. They're there to help you.
Look, the path to studying in the USA, it's all laid out for you. Yeah, it takes some prep work and you've got to pay attention to the details, but it is totally doable. You have the map. So now, the real question isn't just about how you get there, it's about what you're going to do with this incredible opportunity once that door swings wide open.